Welcome to this edition of Shelby This Week. Here are some of the stories we have for you. We have an update from the latest court hearing on the man who allegedly killed a dog. The annual economic forecast brings good news for Macomb County. And hear from the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee about some changes to the electronics recycling program. We have all these stories and more on this edition of Shelby This Week. The man who allegedly killed a 2-year-old pit bull mix appeared in a packed courtroom. 22-year-old Alexander Girth, alongside his attorney, was in 41A District Court Monday afternoon. The man is charged with animal cruelty after a dog named Sterling was found stabbed in Grant Park in Utica. Supporters of Sterling not only packed the courtroom, but were also outside wanting justice for the dog.
Justice for Sterling!
Police are still not confirming on who adopted the dog, but the 3-year-old pit bull mix was adopted from the Michigan Humane Society. Judge Douglas Shepard bound his trial over to Circuit Court. Girth is to appear again on March 4th. If convicted, Girth faces up to 4 years in prison and will never be allowed to own an animal again. The Macomb County Sheriff's Office will not file charges against the Shelby Township officer who fatally shot a man last November. The Sheriff's Office investigated the shooting death of 25-year-old Kanwabar Mali. On November 2nd, Shelby Township Police were dispatched to the Spring Hill apartment complex on Spring Lane after Mali's mother called to report her son stole her car. In the early hours on November 3rd, a police officer saw the car in the apartment complex. Township police were on the scene and officers gave verbal command to Mali, who did not listen and informed officers he was armed with a gun. Mali continued not to comply with officers and got out of his vehicle and made movements toward his jacket pocket. An officer fired one round, hitting Mali, according to the Sheriff's Office. Mali was pronounced dead at Troy Beaumont Hospital. The officer involved in the shooting was immediately placed on administrative leave. The U.S. Marshals were on the hunt for an alleged child molester from Shelby Township, and after help from a tipster, an arrest was made hundreds of miles away. 73-year-old Michael Flacker was located at the Fairview Inn and Suites in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Flacker was on the run, and after he cut his tether off and did not appear at his scheduled court appearance on January 24th. He is wanted on 8 counts of criminal sexual conduct in an investigation that spans multiple states. Things are looking good in terms of economy for the state of Michigan and, most importantly, Macomb County. The annual economic forecast looked at business growth and, of course, how the economy is booming. Economist David Sowerby delivered the address at Palazzo Grande in front of several local leaders in Macomb County. This marked his 4th year in speaking to this group of people. Sowerby feels the economy is in good hands right now and will continue to soar well into 2021. With the success of so much right now in terms of business, Sowerby does know a recession is on the horizon. But as a county and as a state, we are in better shape than we were back in 2008. Inflation rates remain extraordinarily low, which is great because the cost of borrowing still remains low, according to Sowerby. Michigan is matching and exceeding the United States growth, and the state continues to see success in growth. In particular, Macomb County is currently #1 in manufacturing job growth. With business booming in the manufacturing field, more and more people are employed in this area every single day. Sowerby feels 2019 will be a more robust year because of the tax cut which happened in 2018. The gain will have a positive effect on people this year. Not to mention, he expects gas prices to remain the same or possibly go lower, which means more money in the pockets of consumers. Conditions look great for the next 24 months, according to Sowerby. And as Macomb County and the state of Michigan continues to grow, so does Shelby Township. And residents can be assured that this is not going to change anytime soon.
What we're going to continue doing is paying down our long-term debt. And what we're going to continue doing is making sure that our goal in 2035 will mean that our OPEB, benefits and all of that will be fully paid for, so we'll have no liabilities. And also in 2035, we want to make sure that our pensions are fully paid for. We're on track to make that happen. And what that means is in 2035, our goal is to say no more liabilities. It'll only be the expense for that year that we're indebted to for those two very important lines on our budget. So that's what we're working toward. And in order for us to continue on that track, we need to pay attention very closely as to what's happening in the local economy as well as the national. So that's what we're going to be looking at.
The economic forecast was presented by the Macomb County Chamber of Commerce and the Sterling Heights Regional Chamber of Commerce. The popular electronics recycling in Shelby Township will be quite different in 2019. Stacy Sansatera has more with the leaders who have helped this program succeed throughout the years.
I want to be a good steward. I want to do what's right for the environment. I don't want this going in a landfill.
In 2011, Shelby Township was the first community in Macomb County to sign an electronics recycling contract for a monthly collection. And these events became the largest in the state.
The whole committee was very excited because the electronics is a hazardous waste, and we felt this was very good stewardship for the environment and something very beneficial for the community.
Beneficial for the community as huge numbers came out to do their part for our planet.
People were just overjoyed, and it's amazing how many people had old TVs and still do.
We have recycled 2,600,000 pounds. That is 1,300 tons of material that has been kept out of the landfills, that has been recycled and put to a good use.
There are some changes to this very popular event that you need to know about. Due to the increased cost of recycling, there will only be 2 electronics events in 2019.
We did not want to get rid of the program altogether, so now we have our GFL is one company that takes care of all of our waste in the community, so they host an electronics recycling once a year, and then we have another company that's coming in, a new company that will do it another time during the year. So we'll have one in April, one in October. It's still costly to our community, but I think it's really vital for our residents, and I think they'll be very appreciative that we still have that to offer.
So mark your calendars. The electronics event will take place April 27th and October 26th. And an important note, the location of this popular event has changed and is now at the 22 Mile Road entrance of Riverbends Park. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
Not only has recycling electronics saved the environment, the program has also given back to local nonprofits and school organizations. The money the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee received is based on the value of the electronics collected. Still ahead on Shelby This Week, you can get your own road right here in Shelby Township. And a tree and plant sale will help keep your community green.
Hi everybody, I'm Jack Hanna. Since I was a boy, I've been fascinated with animals, especially their tireless work ethic. Just look at birds who gather supplies to build nests, or penguins who travel up to 500 miles to secure food for their families. This work ethic is shared by our best friends, canines who perform life-saving work every day. Dogs comfort returning veterans. They work with diabetics, alerting them when there's a change in their blood chemistry. Working dogs are valuable in many ways. So please join me and American Humane in supporting our heroic working dogs. Go to AmericanHumane.org to learn more.
a Board of Trustees meeting, firefighter Dennis Brantley was named 2018 Firefighter of the Year. Brantley played an instrumental role in creating the Rescue Task Force. The force was put in place in case of an incident where multiple victims needed assistance. Paramedics work with the Shelby Township Police Department so patients can be treated and transported faster. Congratulations to Brantley on a job well done. The annual cleanup day will be on April 27th. Now, in its 30th year, your group or organization could get involved and help keep Shelby Township clean. The Beautification Committee is looking for volunteers and groups to adopt Shelby Township roadways. Throughout Shelby Township, there are sections of the road which are available for adoption. Macomb County Department of Roads will install a sign dedicating that roadway to your organization, family name, church, or business. If you are interested in adopting a road, contact the Shelby Township Clerk's Office at 586-731-5102 or visit adoptaroad.macombgov.org. With a goal to increase the green canopy all around the country, the Green Macomb and the Blue Water Conservation District is selling trees and plants. The residents and business owners have an opportunity to purchase any kind of trees, flowering shrubs, and fruit and vegetable plants. The sale began 2 years ago, and since that, more than 40,000 trees and plants have been purchased throughout Macomb County. Prices on the plants range from $5 to $20. The sale will continue until April 4th. For the first time ever, people can order their plants online. All products for sale can be found at bluewatercd.org/collections/all. All items purchased online will be available for pickup on April 26th or April 27th at Dodge Park in Sterling Heights. Volunteers are needed to deliver meals to homebound seniors. Macomb County's Meals on Wheels program is in need of volunteers for the next several weeks. This program serves a warm, nutritious meal to more than 1,700 homebound senior citizens. Hundreds of volunteers are needed every day in order for this program to be successful. For many of these seniors, the men and women who deliver each day may be the only human interaction they get. If you are interested in volunteering, any age can volunteer, but if you are under the age of 18, you must be with an adult. All volunteers have to pass a background check. If you would like to deliver meals, you must own your own vehicle and have insurance. Delivery men and women are needed Monday through Friday from about 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You can register to be a volunteer. Contact Macomb Community Action Office of Senior Services at 586-469-5228. Mark your calendars for the annual Spring Flea Market. The Senior Center event will be on May 2nd and 3rd. Before the sale can even happen, the Senior Center is asking for donations of usable household items. You can drop off your items at the Shelby Township Senior Center Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any questions, you can contact the Senior Center directly at 586-739-7540. Coming up next, young artists won big at this art competition.
The kitchen can be a dangerous place. Please stay in the kitchen when cooking on a stovetop. Please keep children at least 3 feet away from a hot stove. Never leave children alone in a room with a lit candle, as they could get burned or cause a fire. It's a good idea to check your smoke detectors often, once a month. These simple tips can go a long way in keeping your family safe.
I tried Oxy at a couple of parties. I didn't know it'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
They are the best of the best in terms of artistry in the local area. These students won top awards and could be on their way to New York. Kyle Warzbach takes us to the ceremony.
The artwork of award-winning student artists in our area were showcased at the Lorenzo Cultural Center for the 2019 Scholastic Art Awards. Among those honored was Eisenhower senior Diana DeMay, who won 2 gold keys, a silver key, and an honorable mention, all in photography.
Honestly, I was astonished, like completely. I was like, what? Is this, are you sure I actually won these awards? Honestly, a lot of people can be like, oh, game over, video games. But then again, if you look at it from a different poetic kind of view, it's like game over in the sense that you're visioning like someone dying, or like it's a game over for you.
5 artworks from the Thumb region were nominated for the American Vision Award, including 2 students from Cardinal Mooney Catholic.
So it's really special for me to win because I took a lot of time outside of school to take these pictures with like me and my friends. So we went inside this building and we saw the bed, so I made her sit there and I made her dress up so that it would like really contrast with the background.
It means a lot to me. I have been working really hard trying to get this award, and to see my name up at an art show, it's pretty sweet. So this is a picture of my grandpa playing an accordion, but I really just wanted people to think about an old man just doing what he enjoyed on the street and, you know, just trying to make a living.
Utica senior Savannah Jodway was one of 2 students who won a Best of Show award, which she won for her portfolio called Steel Wool Study.
It was very exciting. Even last year there was an individual student who won a gold medal nationally. That's what I strive to do. This is just a really exciting thing for me. I've won awards in the past, and to have everyone here and to walk across that stage is one of the most thrilling things about doing my art. I'm trying to portray a vivid and explosive movement throughout each of the pieces to kind of display the organic and explosive patterns of light, tracing through what was the night sky in these images. The unpredictability more so is what I want to show the viewer, as well with the color. I try to give an emotional appeal with the artwork. The student last year who was part of my class, she won medal on one of her pieces, and it was one of the most inspirational things for not only my class, but I think our whole grade. And to be a successor in that way of my class and for my teacher as well would be totally unreal.
Each of these students now have the chance to win a national medal and have their work showcased at Carnegie Hall. Winners will be announced on March 13th. For Shelby This Week, I'm Kyle Warzbach.
Do you think you have the best chili? Now is your chance to show off your cooking skills. The Disabled American Veterans are hosting their 19th annual Chili Cook-Off. Competitors must be registered by March 1st. Individuals, service organizations, and restaurants can enter. The Chili Cook-Off will be on March 30th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. All the proceeds benefit the Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 129. If you are interested in competing, call 248-977-7900. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always watch us online or on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. We will leave you now with scenes from around the Senior Center. There's plenty of ways for people to get involved here day after day. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.